I'm going to show you how to create a successful KDP low content book that will make you money. If you're like me and you're always looking for new ways to make money online, then you know that Kindle Direct Publishing is a great way to do that. I'm going to share some tips with you to help you sell more copies of your book or even publish your first book on Amazon and get an idea of how to make more sales. So whether you're a complete beginner or you're an expert at this video has something for everyone. So make sure you stay to the very end. What is a low content book? It's basically a low content that has a very minimal or no content in the interior pages. These pages are generally repetitive and designed to be filled in by the user. Common examples include notebooks, planners, journals, or similar works, logbooks, stuff like that of that nature. People keeping track of things. So the first tip, trending in low competition niches. Now, niche research helps you avoid competition by attracting people who are highly interested in what you're selling. Finding good keywords for your business can be a challenge. This is one of the things when it comes to this, you need to understand that this takes work. It's not just, here it is, I'm gonna hand it to you. And then you go make $50 a month just with this one book. If it was that simple, everyone would be doing it. So you have to understand this and you have to get really good at this right here. This comes first before anything. And once you understand this, serve the purpose, serve the customer, give the customer what they want. Creative and SEO optimized titles. I see a lot of people that will create an awesome book. The cover's good, the interior is good, and the keywords suck. The title tags are considered to be an important SEO ranking factor. So the title of your book is very important if you want to rank on that front page of Amazon. I see people with good keywords and a sucky book. I see people with bad keywords and a sucky book. I see people with good keywords and a sucky book. And then I see people with good keywords and a good book. And the crazy thing about it is, if you have good keywords in a book, you'll still make sales. So understand that right there. It's crazy to even think about that. But once you find that top seller, it's like a rinse and repeat process after that. And then you can even keep on creating books inside of that niche because you're leveraging that one book and driving traffic to your other books. Keep the content according to the needs of the customer. Clear and concise design of the interior. The whole book takes research from the cover to the interior, what this customer is going to be using it for. What's the customer going to be using this book for? Think about it. What do they want? Give them what they want. If you give them what they want, it's going to be easy for you to make sales. It's that simple. Concept of your low content book. Number 4, you have decided what type of book you want to create. Maybe simple line notebook, or you want to create a planner, or perhaps you are good at designing a logbook for a specific niche. Once you come up with the perfect concept of your book, you'll be thinking about your cover design and interior page design. If you're first starting off, recommend you just get something up very simple so you can understand the process of getting the book up. Once you understand the process of getting the book up and you have the idea of it, what are you going to do to take it to that next level? That's something that you have to ask yourself as a published author on Amazon. As you're creating these books, how are you going to stand out from the rest of your competition? If there's 1,000 books in that one niche, what's going to make you different from the other 1,000 people that are selling in that niche? A lot of people don't get past this part because they think that they put a book up, they're supposed to make sales. They created a good book, they're supposed to make sales. Keywords, cover, interior, and then after that, I would be trying to drive traffic. Figure out how you're going to drive traffic to your book to make sales, because you can't just rely on the organic traffic. If there's a lot of competition in a niche, you got to figure out how you're going to drive traffic to it. TikTok is big right now. You can use those platforms. You do not have to pay money for advertisement. You can leverage, like I said, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Pinterest even has their form of a TikTok video now too as well. Pay attention to where the organic traffic on social media, what I recommend, pay attention to that, because leveraging that to build an audience, which you can do, and then after you build that audience up, you're getting that traffic from the outside and driving it to your book, and Amazon loves that. So now imagine if you had 20, 30 customers come from TikTok and you're not running no Amazon ads, and you have 20 customers come from there. Let's say 3 of them purchase. You just basically ranked your book on Amazon and you're getting it closer to that front page. And then you decide to do it again. And the next thing you know, you're getting 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 9, 10 sales organically every single freaking month because you're doing this. Now you decide I'm going to test Amazon ads and see what I can do here. But that's the idea behind this. You need to figure that out. Figure out a niche and just get to work producing content, drive the traffic, and do it over and over and over. That's what I do with this right here, with this content. I know it works. This is why I teach it. I show people how to do it. And I've helped so many people, thousands and thousands of people do this. But the content with different platforms coming out, there's different pieces of content, different forms of content that can be created to help individuals like yourself to understand everything. And this is why I'm doing it. So once you understand that, it's very powerful. You can take this to the next level. Next one is number 5, copying and trademark issues. This is one way, obviously, you want to learn this. So I have people reach out to me. Is this trademark? Like, you cannot rely on someone else checking your trademarks for you. You have to do it yourself. And this is very important. You do not copy anyone else's work on the platform. Try to come up with your own idea. If you do that, you're increasing the chances of you making a top seller. Now, if you're copying someone else's, let's say like their book and you copied it word for word, basically what's going to happen is if Amazon sees that you had the book up first, right? And let's say this is just an example, they can just report your book and your book is going to be taken down. And then there goes all your sales. You want to make sure you're creating original content because this creates less competition for yourself. Now you're going to see, say like all these, there's certain tools. I have like PixelPod Studio, for example, which is going to be down below in the description. So check that out. People are using the same interiors. But what I always recommend, and I always say this all the time, these interiors, for me personally, I always tell you to create and make them your own. You want to leverage the tools and these templates that you're getting, whatever it is, leverage that to your advantage and focus on what you can create to be different from everyone else. I've done this time and time again where I have top selling books in a niche because I'm implementing the same strategy and understanding what's going on and giving the customer what they want. Number 6, follow the rules of KDP while designing. Before you start designing, always check in because you don't want to get your account suspended. I know a few people that have got their account suspended and they end up getting it back. There's some type of error on their end. I'm not sure exactly, but there's a way to do that. With Merch by Amazon, I'm not sure if there's a way to do that. And I heard a few people doing it, but for the most part, if you get your account suspended, it's usually gone. But KDP, you could probably reach somebody to get their attention over there. Number 7 is, this is crucial, keywords, description, titles, and pricing. Okay. So keyword research is critical to your business. You want to find, if customers are searching for a certain long tail phrase, let's say garden planner logbook, if they're searching for that, and this is another thing too, there's always new phrases that are popping up, and you'll find some new phrases that are popping up if you're doing your research correctly, and you'll see there's no books, and that's how you find a new niche. And let me repeat that again. You'll see long tail keywords that are popping up and they're new searches, and there'll be no books. And yes, that is the same thing with Merch by Amazon. I do create a lot of content on Merch by Amazon and KDP, but there is opportunity right there. And how do you find that? You have to put the work in to understand what's going on, understand the keywords, understand the data, what's being shown to you. That's your job. It's not Amazon's job to, here it is. This is a niche right here. This is here. You can make money in this niche. It's not going to do that. It's going to give you the data. It's going to show you the information. And you can use this by either using like a tool like Bookbolt, Helium 10, or even that just the Amazon search bar. Or just even on the internet, looking for researching stuff and trying to go back and forth with Amazon and thinking of ideas and see what you can hit in the search bar and see what pops up. So now the description. The book description is a sales pitch for the buyer. So Amazon lets you put up to 4,000 characters for your book description. It's a key part of your book or marketing materials. Be creative using keywords from your niche. So you want to make sure that you have all the keywords in the description, and making sure that it makes sense, of course. And this is going to be how you're going to sell the customer the book in a way. Okay, so you want to be as descriptive as possible and make them want to purchase this book. If this book is used for something, you want to make sure that you describe it and what people are using it for in the description. If the customer goes to the description, they should know all the information about that book. So for example, say like a swimming logbook, they should know all the key points about the swimming logbook. So the book title is very important. That's the first thing that buyers do, is search for the book by its title. So you have to be sure that your title is targeting your niche. This is so important. When it comes to this, you want to know who you're targeting with this. This is the way that you get in front of people. Putting good keywords in your title, that's what the customer is going to search for. And when they search for that, think about it this way. When they search for that, you want to give them something. You give the algorithm what it wants. Give the customer what it wants. They'll make that purchase. So you got to think of it as a whole package. You got the title. So the customer doesn't know that the title they're going to be searching, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. When it pops up, it's going to search. Now you have the cover, which is to say like the thumbnail. So you have to make sure you have a good cover. Now it's the information inside of the interior. Is it something that they want or they're going to use? And then once you do that, boom, add the cart. You made a sale, right? So it's very important that you have this down and you know what you're doing. It's a complete package. So think about it that way. Now, when it comes to pricing, as you start to grow your brand and you grow everything and you start to put, you're getting traffic to your brand, your author page, stuff like that. It's all about the pricing. I can't really tell you how to price your books. I'm really not a big fan of that, but you can see like the competition in your niche and looking at their pricing based off of that when you first start. But once you start to get traction to your author page brand, you can price the book at pretty much any price you want. I've tested at $10, $12, $7, $6, and they all make sales. And one of the things that I notice is when I start to build that brand out, get reviews on my books, and then I start to mess with the pricing a little bit. I price books at $10 and they make sales consistently, which is really cool because you're just getting a higher royalty for your book because it's all the effort that you put into it. It's really awesome to see. Your royalty rate for each sale is 60% of your listed price. So understand that everything's doable when it comes to this. Once you have the whole process and you got the whole idea of how you're going to create your book, how to research a book, and just the whole work, how you have your whole workflow is going to determine your success on Kindle Direct Publishing. Number 8, get your work checked. So proofreading. So before you publish a book, you always want to double check this. There's times where I'll do a book and then there's some misspelling and I have to go back and edit the book, the interior, and re-upload it again. And it's part of the game. You'll see some of these. I'm not sure. Like when I was in high school, like I would find typos in certain books, and the next thing you know, they'll come out with the second edition and they fix the book. I'm not sure if you guys ever experienced that or you ever acknowledge that, because I make errors all the time. It's a human error. We're not perfect, but understanding the whole concept, sharing with a few people that you know will give you their honest opinion about your book can make all the difference too as well. So share it with a few people, share it with some friends, and see what they think about your interior and see what you can do to make it better. How can you make it stand out from everyone else? And make sure you got some honest people around you that will help you and help you create a really awesome book, because it's really important. Next one, number 9, marketing and promotion. Now, I went over this a little bit, but Amazon ads and then growing a following like on social media. Amazon likes when you drive traffic from the outside in. So when you're driving traffic from TikTok to Amazon or Pinterest to Amazon or Instagram to Amazon or Facebook to Amazon, they love that. They see that and they see people coming to the page. They see that people are interested and people start buying, boom, and it starts triggering the algorithm. And then you start to get organic sales, and then you're getting people from the outside buying, and it's a crazy world we live in right now. And it's an amazing opportunity. Do not make any excuses for yourself when it comes to this right here. I got a lot of questions about this, and I do not mean this in a mean way, this in a very positive way to help you. You need to understand that when it comes to promoting your book, this is something that you created, and it's your goal to make sales with that. It's not no one else's job to make sales. It's not Amazon's job for them to sell your product. Let us leverage their platform, their audience to make sales already. If you're going to rely just on that, it's not good. You need to understand that if you drive traffic from the outside and make sales and force that product to make a sale, force that book to make a sale, if you do that, you're going to make more sales and more money. Understand that? And that is important. I think it's one of the key factors that a lot of us just overlook. So marketing and promotion, it's a really awesome time to be promoting anything on social media or growing an audience on any platform. It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. If you can figure out and create an audience that want to purchase a book from you or from your brand, it's going to make you more money. Now, with that being said, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. And thank you very much for watching. And if you want to learn more about Kindle Direct Publishing, watch this video right up here where I teach you how to publish a book on Amazon.